Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Be sure to subscribe to The Kim Jacobs Show right on YouTube. Turn on your notification bell to all so you never miss a beat. And guess what? Every time you watch, you're going to receive a real relevant and relatable guest that's going to share with you a piece of the puzzle on this journey called life that will help you be able to manage just a little bit smoother. At the end of the day, the Kim Jacobs Show goal is to be able to provide balance to the world, one household at a time.
Kim Jacobs Show. You're watching Kim Jacobs Show.
Hello, everyone, and we are so excited to be here with you today. I'm actually going to just put you backstage for a quick second, Gina, just until you come back in, because I don't want you to be on the screen and be frozen. So I am excited because today we have a very special guest with us, and we're going to have a great time. So I'm kind of glad for a second that she's going to be backstage as she prepares to come back in, because guess what? When she comes on, I want us to flood this broadcast today. Share it with your friends, your family, coworkers. Make sure that you all tell us where you're visiting in from. We'll pop your comments up. We'll pop your questions up that you may have for Gina. And I see you, Gina, so I'm going to go ahead and pop you back in. How are you today?
I am well. I hope you are. I hope you're well.
I am. I can see that you are a very busy woman today. Some big things are going on.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You know what? You are. I can tell that you're already super excited and you're smiling with great joy and enthusiasm. You know, you can tell a person's happy when you can see their back teeth, right? When they're smiling.
I'm tired, but guess what? God keeps me moving. God keeps me moving. As long as I got God, you're going to see this smile.
You better believe it. And I'm so honored to see this smile today. Listen, everybody, what we're going to do is be talking with Miss Gina today, who is on a mission to transform some things, to trailblaze, to be a pioneer. She is really a force to be reckoned with. So when we come back from this commercial break, we're going to learn exactly who this powerhouse is that we have with us today. Super excited. Stay tuned.
I'm attorney Kenneth D. Snow, and at the Snow Legal Group, justice is our job.
For more than 20 years, Attorney Snow has been fighting for justice and winning cases in the Carolinas by providing aggressive representation in criminal defense, domestic violence, family law, serious injury, and wrongful death. If you've been injured or lost a loved one in an accident, including tractor trailer or rideshare, you need the Snow Legal Group by your side, fighting for justice and fighting for you. Visit snowlegal.com. Call 704-358-0026 for a free virtual consultation, located at 6827 Fairview Road, Suite D in South Park.
All right, everyone, we are back, and make sure I'm pronouncing your name right. Is it Agiana?
It's a Gina. That's why I just say Gina.
Oh,
Gina
okay.
is much
I was trying
simpler.
to put being exotic and stuff in there. Okay,
I think they were too. I think they were too. I just say Gina because it's hard.
Your mom and dad, they were like, look, we're feeling really romantic right now. So we're going to go ahead and just, make a name, Gina Hicks. And she says it's with great honor and privilege that she announces her candidacy in the upcoming elections for the sheriff of Mecklenburg County. For those of you that watch globally, you may not know what Mecklenburg County is, but it's right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And she says that the knowledge and leadership skills that make her most qualified to be a candidate to serve for Mecklenburg County Sheriff is the fact that she has 29 years in law enforcement, including her experience with various agencies serving large and small areas. She's a native of Brooklyn, New York, and she began her career in the New York City Department of Corrections at Rikers Island. Listen, I'm not going to go through every detail because I want her to share her backstory, because her story is absolutely phenomenal. But I am so honored to let you know that she's received her bachelor's degree in criminal justice, a master's of business administration, while successfully receiving several certifications. So she believes that she can confidently lead the Mecklenburg County's Sheriff's Office without compromising standards, policy, or safety of its employees and detainees. So welcome, Gina Hicks.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm going to tell you, I know that I can do it because I've done it for 18 years at the Mecklenburg County Sheriff's Office. I was the boots on the ground, started out as the little baby and grew up at the Mecklenburg County Sheriff's Office. I follow the footsteps. If you're Charlottean and you've been here for ever in the day, I follow in the footsteps of some of the greats, Felicia McAdoo, Loretta Pagan, some beautiful and strong women that came through the ranks and made us strong. See, we didn't have the option of failure when we came through because we were taught that we were going to be managed up or managed out. So they poured into us. They poured into every single one of their employees. It was motivating. We had to be educated. We had to be resolute and always reaching for the stars in our career. And it was a professional organization. So what we see going on now is unheard of. And all of the years that I've been in Mecklenburg County, and like you said, I come from organizations both large and small, so I've seen a lot of dangers. I've seen people murdered inside of organizations and things of the like, and it just disheartens me, the current state. I honestly believe that, our children follow the lead. Our children follow the lead. And if we want our children to follow the lead, we have to lead by example. And I don't want any of our children in our institutions. And when they come in, I feel like it's my role and my duty, not only as a mother, but as a servant, to not only deter them, but to turn them around and send them back out better than they came in.
Preach, Gina, preach.
It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable what I'm seeing. It's unacceptable the narrative that's being placed on the organization that I love, have grown to love, grew me, okay, and can be a exceptional and integral part of the community and our children. It cannot be this divisive, anti-organization that we have right now. We play a big role in this community, and if it's not going to be positive, it should not be at all.
You know what? And I know I yelled out preach, and it's because I don't know what your overall calling is outside of going for Mecklenburg County Sheriff, but I can tell you that God has put a fire down on the inside of you that I can hear just resonating through your pores. And so I'm excited to have you on here today. Let me be clear, on behalf of the Kim Jacobs Show itself, we're not being any political component here, but as the host of the Kim Jacobs Show, am allowed to bring on people that inspire me as well. So I personally am inspired by the fact that
so much
female is running for Mecklenburg County Sheriff. Now keep in mind, when Sheriff McFadden was sheriff along the years, I've had him on the Kim Jacobs Show too. I am not a respected person regarding who I love and all of that stuff, but I'm gonna tell you right now, Gina is not just representing African-American females, but she's representing females as a whole in the Mecklenburg County area. She's making history. So I want to share a couple of things that I found. Thank you so much, Cassandra, and our team that shared these statistics with me, because they are profound. Let's go here for a brief moment. Let's see. Okay, so now March is Women's History Month. But do you know that there are less than 60 women sheriffs currently serving across the country? This came from the National Sheriff's Association. And we'll put these stats in your comments. Isn't this alarming to you, Gina?
It is. And I actually, I follow female sheriffs. But when I thought about running, there are some awesome and powerful. We only have one. In North Carolina, that's Paula Dance. Okay, in Georgia, I follow Melody Maddox. I find myself in all these women. And when I decided that I was going to run, I wanted to pick some people that would inspire me. Some people had a message that I can resonate with. Not just jails, but community. Not just community, but God and things of the like. So these women resonate with me. I'm honored to be just in the same space in running for sheriff. In running for sheriff, I realized that there is a attachment that comes with it, because my little girls are watching me.
That's right. That's
My
right.
little,
I want to make sure I show this for a moment. If you're able to see this as I'm scrolling up, tell me, can you all see that screen?
yes,
This
ma'am,
is
I can see.
okay. So Sheriff Marion Brown in Dallas County, Texas, was elected.
Recent.
Huh?
I followed her recently.
Yes. And so these are just some of the females that some of you that are watching this program may know about, but there's Sheriff Harlow and you name it, it's a bunch of them. Sheriff Moon, not a bunch, it's less than 2%. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sheriff Anderson and Sheriff Braun. This is some amazing statistic. These women are pioneers. Fathery, Sheriff Rivera, Chef Kincaid, Sheriff Hove. Look at this. This is amazing. Sheriff Cook, Sheriff Witt. And then I know I did see Sheriff Hernandez, but Sheriff Dance, Pitt County, North Carolina, that's the closest one to where we are.
Yes,
Sheriff
ma'am.
Mangum. It's a lot of different people that are trailblazing. And here in Sheriff O'Neill, but here in the Mecklenburg County, Charlotte, North Carolina area, this woman of valor is seeking this role. So can you take us back just on who you are and what made you even interested in law enforcement? Girl, I cannot imagine putting on nobody's uniform, telling I'm saving the world and never go. I'll be like, go ahead, take the call, take what I was like, I'm not fighting. I'm not.
You sound like my mother. You sound like my mother.
But I can interview you. So tell us what made you interested in this.
Well, you know what? I didn't call it. It called me. I was a young mother. I was a young mother. In fact, I had my daughter with me at my high school graduation. And so I was a really young mother. I was a young mother, and my mother was a young mother. And she's always taught us that, listen, children don't stop anything. You keep it moving. Keep it moving. Okay, now you have this child. What are you going to do for yourself and this child? So when I graduated high school and I was old enough to get out and get a job and things like that, my mom and my family were always civil servant workers. So she always encouraged us to test for civil servant positions while we were going to school and things of the like. And it just called me. They were the first people that called me. And I needed a job with benefits and things of the like. And so I said, hey, I got to do what I got to do. I got to do what I got to do. Along the years, I've grown to love being a part of the purpose of turning people around. I love meeting with people with social issues that need help, that communicate with you, that reach out to you, that you can make a difference in their lives. So at one point, after I seen some really bad things, though, I will be honest with anybody, I said, hey, this might not be for her. And I actually left. My granddad got sick. So I moved from New York and I went to West Virginia, the mountains of West Virginia.
Oh,
and I said, I was in the mountains of West Virginia. So I said, I'm going to make a change because I had seen some things. So I went into nursing. She didn't last long there. She's not your change the diaper type of person and things of that nature. And so I didn't last long. I went through OJT and decided that I was going back into criminal justice.
Okay.
So I stayed there. When I got smart enough, where I realized that I needed to be a mother, and with my child, it was after I worked for a federal organization and I was never home. I used to work alongside the U.S. Marshals. I was never home, never saw my child and things like that. And so I kind of wanted to be a mother. And Mecklenburg County was close, and I wanted some time with my daughter. They offered me they offered me 15 days a month with 2 3-day weekends. So I said this was it, so I can be a mother. When I got to that agency, and I saw the diversity, and I saw the motivating way they poured into their employees and everything else, I took it, and I've been there ever since. I love it, and the things that they do both in the communities and in the facility. And here I am in all transparency. When the new administration came in, he decided that he didn't need a lot of the people, and I was one of those people. At my highest, I was your assistant facility commander. When he came in, he decided that he just didn't need us. Okay, and the at-will doctrine says he can do that. So I was out of a job again. I was out of a job again. 2 days later, I went over to Gaston County. Okay. And I was okay because now I just want to get to the finish line.
Okay. Okay. So
Now
now
I
at
just
this
want to,
point, your goal changed. Your goal
yeah,
shifted.
now I just want to get to the finish line. My goal changed. I just want to get to a point where I can retire. But I love my employees so
Wait.
much.
Okay.
And I love the age much, and the total decline
Wait, we
of
missed
the
a
agency
piece
and
of
the
what you're saying. I
dangerous
know people are
position.
calling you and stuff. Wait a minute, because we missed a portion of what you
Yeah,
just said. You said when you went to Gaston County, then at that
yeah,
point your goal was to get ready to retire, type of thing. Prepare for that. Get
retire.
to the goal. Okay.
Yeah, get to the goal. But I'm watching what's going on in the decline of the Mecklenburg County Sheriff's Office. My
Right.
employees are calling me and they're telling me how dangerous it is there, and they're wanting jobs over at the Gaston County Sheriff's Office so they
Yes.
can get out. And then and you're gonna have to forgive me. I'm sensitive. I'm sensitive. Things that were happening that were dangerous to not only staff but inmates, just that I didn't know of, but I knew the preventative measures that we had in place to prevent things like that removed. I made calls to county officials and things of the like, and they don't have oversight. They don't have oversight in a lot, and so I wasn't getting an answer to my concerns for those people that are both staff and inmates. And the only thing that I could do was put my name in the hat so that I could make the change that needed to be made. I know it when it was safe. I know how to do it safely. This was my only way to get in the door so I can at least try to make the change. Not only inside the agency, but in the community.
Wow.
If I can call you Kim, there are people that I work with.
Yes.
There are people that I work with that pour into the community, that were let go. And we all cried together. We all cried together.
Wow.
There are people that were let go that didn't have insurance that very same day, that had family medical issues. We all
Wow.
cried together. And I knew that there was something that I had to do to make sure that everybody was safe and that, my voice could get heard to all of the atrocities that's going on. And It's a hard fight. It's a really, really, really hard fight. In some areas I'm accepted, in some areas I'm not, because I'm challenging the status quo, and it breaks my heart that it's, I'm having to go through these things only to get the voices of people that matter heard.
Yes.
Employees, inmates, human beings, they need to be treated with the utmost respect and dignity without regard to their circumstance. A lot of things that go on inside of the organization are hidden, okay? That I have to be able to, it just hurts. It just hurts. And that's the best way that I can say it. And the only way that I can change it is to get in there.
Well, I can hear the sincerity coming through your heart of the change and making the change and needing to make the change and making it happen. When we come back after this commercial break, I want to hear from you as to what advice you would give other people that are also in need of being the change agents in their areas, but they may be nervous, they may be scared, and
Yes,
they're
ma'am.
watching this show and trying to figure out how to balance this thing called aggravation and sadness and things that really get down on the inside of your belly that
Right.
is for you to do. This was
Right.
for you to do,
Right.
right?
Right.
What advice do you have for other people when we come back after this commercial break? Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
Gina?
Yes,
Wow.
ma'am.
You have a touching story. Thank you so much for being here today. Let's go.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll be right back.
It's not just another day, it's a brand new day, full of all the fun, love, and laughter you and your family create. Silver Shield Security understands feeling at home means feeling safe and happy. No credit checks, no contracts. We offer payment arrangements, and we'll even give you a free door camera. Find out how we can brighten your day even more at silvershield-security.com. Silver Shield Security.
All right, everyone, we're talking with Gina, and she is talking to us today about running for Mecklenburg County Sheriff. But now as she's talking to us, she's taking us on her own personal journey and some of the things that she's had to overcome. And she decided that I want to be the change that I'm advocating for. She's going to tell us some tips on how we can bring change about in areas that we may focus on. Tell us, Gina, from your perspective.
Well, the first thing you have to do is get past that fear. Get past that fear. And sometimes, like for me, having no other option can catapult you into doing things that you would normally not do. I am so apolitical. I'm your go to work and come home type of girl. And as long as everything's good, I'm good. But get past your fear of doing things outside of your norm. Okay. Once you get past the fear of doing things outside of your norm, educate yourself. Educate yourself. This is a totally different arena for me. Some days I'm overwhelmed by the things that I am learning, by the things that I'm stepping into. So educate yourself about the things that you want to go into and how to be the change that you want to be in whatever it is that you want to do. And once you get the education that you need and you get past that fear, get you some people around you with the same values that are going to be just as passionate about it as you are.
That's right.
Understand that there will be some people that don't agree with you. I have had challenges where, you're a female and you cannot do it. And you cannot do it. Wow. I'm a fighter in spirit. If you tell me I cannot, watch me show you. Okay. But be resilient. Be convicted to what it is that you want to do. Be committed to your cause. Be surrounded by people that support you. And just move with, if I could tell anybody anything, and I say this every day, but God, I can do nothing without him. In days where I'm overwhelmed, the only thing that I can do is stretch out my hands and say, but God lead me, and be honest about what I'm doing.
But God, y'all are hearing it right here from Gina Hicks on the Kim Jacobs Show today. She's a mother. She's also been in law enforcement for 29 years and just decided that she wanted to be the change that she wants to see. And I just commend her for that today, for being able to move forward with one of her own personal goals and dreams. Now, today, as we're talking, I see some of your comments that, let me put, but God is what Gina said. Yes, Gina Hicks is saying, no matter what office she's running for, but God. So definitely type that in the comments section as well. I see you, Ernetta Caldwell, saying, yes, but God. Natasha, I see you as well. And Kim, hey, how are you? Okay. And then I also see other comments that's coming in. Keep your comments coming in, and let's hashtag fear. Okay, fear is not an option, is what you've hashtag. Let's also hashtag Gina Hicks today. Hashtag Gina Hicks, and get that trending as well. Athena Robertson, our sunshine expert, says, sis, we hear you. We hear your heart's desires and passions to serve others and to make a change. I thank God for the vessel that he has created to lead this journey. Gina Hicks, keep striving and thriving to make the change happen. That's a very nice comment, Athena. All right. And I see you all tagging people. Yes, please share this broadcast and encourage other people to join in and tune in. I see you, a Facebook user, saying, good morning, Kim and Gina. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Athena said, how can we support Gina Hicks in the Queen City to witness the amazing woman to be our Mecklenburg sheriff?
Well, get out and vote. Gina Hicks. Early voting started yesterday. The fight is long, it's tiresome, but I'm in it to win it, and I need as many supporters as I can get. So get out and vote. Okay, either Democrat or unaffiliated, get out and vote. Tell 10, 15 people to get out and vote. But before I can tell you to vote, I would tell anybody this. Get to know me at GinaHicks4MECSheriff.com. I'm here talking. Gina Hicks. The number 4. MECKSHERRIF.com.
Okay.
Okay.
GINA Hicks, the number 4. I'll put that in the comment section for you all. GINA Hicks, the number 4 at MEC. I've already been to that page many times, but I want to put it the way it is. MECKSHERRIF.com.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So
Get to know all of your candidates. Get to know all of your candidates. Okay. I'm learning through this journey that, you know, I've been one of those people that depended on the word of others, and you know, the journey is going to be long and hard. No candidate is without imperfections. You need to vote for the people that, you know, align with your values, and have a servant heart, Get out and talk to your candidates. They are all out here at these polls every single day. Get out and talk to some people. I'm learning. I'm 53 years old. Right. I'm learning that all my life I went to the poll. Okay. And
that's right.
I went to the poll and I didn't do my research on candidates, and we don't know what we get until we get them. So do your research on candidates. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good comment. I want you to stop there for a minute, because people do, we go to polls and we get the papers as we're walking in, and whether you're voting Republican or you're voting Democrat or undecided or unaffiliated or whatever, independent, the point is people are flooding you with this information. What is it that you recommend people do when they're making their decision? I heard you already say get to know the candidates, but everybody won't take the time to get to know the candidates. So is there like a place where people can get a quick snippet or like cliff notes?
I say do your research before you go out. Okay. I say do your own research before you go out, because first of all, you have to find out who your candidates are. Okay, we all wait till the president's election, and then we're all out voting. And the president's election affects the United States of America, but your local elections affect you and your community.
Yes.
So I say do your homework on your local officials. Okay. The ones that are going to affect you the most. Do it before you go out and vote. Compare each one to the next one. They'll all have a cause. It may not be aligned with your cause. You know, I can honestly say, you know, even in my race, even in the race that I'm running in, I've worked for the sheriff's office 18, 19 years. Things have changed since I left. So I'm going to have to go in and start all over. Know that your candidates are not without imperfection. Okay. But vote your choice and not somebody else's. Be informed about your choice yourself. By all means, they didn't fight for us, so we didn't vote. Get out and vote. And make the change that you want to make in your communities.
That's excellent advice. And listen, if you all have any questions, I see you backstage, Valerie, but I'm not sure who Valerie is, and you don't have your camera on. So people do come on the screen here on the Kim Jacobs Show. So type in the private chat with you're intending to get on the show. I'm trying not to just pop people on, but if anybody wants to come on and share a positive shout out to GINA Hicks today, feel free to use this link, copy and paste it in your browser, and it'll bring you into the broadcast. Also, if any of you that are out there that are interested in sharing your backstories here on the Kim Jacobs Show, feel free to reach out to me. We have people from all walks of life that come on this program. And so feel free to be a guest at any time, and we'll see. You know, it just depends, because sometimes, like one night, the night before, I'm not going to tell you everybody going to be on here, Gina. Because one night, the night before, I was like, I don't care what you trying to promote. You won't be doing it on the Kim Jacobs Show.
Yeah. So there's some people out there. This
is a whole situation, and it ain't gonna happen. It ain't. Not forget grammatically correct. It shall not happen.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen at all.
Right. Now, motherhood. I didn't put any pictures of your family or children or anything on purpose, because as I was doing the research, I didn't see a bunch of pictures except for some of your personal stuff, and I dare not post that.
I don't.
So, talk to me from a family perspective. How guarded are you pertaining to your family, and how does that whole process work when you're running for a public office like you are?
Well, let me say this: I'm Mama Bear. And like most mothers, okay, we adore them, but we keep them guarded, and we keep them guarded for a reason. Because when you come after our chilling, some other stuff can happen. So I'm, when I decided I was going to go into this arena, my child first and foremost is 35 years old now. Okay. And also works in law enforcement, I kind of keep them guarded because not everybody's an advocate for you.
Right.
And I don't want them included in any of the ill effects that might go along with this journey, because then I might be taking another journey.
Right.
Okay, so I am guarded about them, but I adore. I'm a mother of one. I wasn't doing that twice. That hurt.
You're like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. That hurt, and that's expensive. And I actually just got busy in my career and school and things like that. So by the time I turned around again, she was already 10 years old, and you know what I mean? I didn't want them that far apart. So I didn't have another child. She thinks that I should have, because she's got only child syndrome.
Okay.
But that grandchild of mine is my entire world.
That's what it seems like. I'm not a grandparent yet, but it seems like everyone that has grandchildren is like, they are, just madly in love.
That is a different type of love. That is a different type of love. You pour into them differently than you do your children. But that's my greatest joy in the whole world. And the reason that I chose to do this as well, because I want that child to see, that there is another side of life that is greatness, that could be you. That could be you if you put yourself in the right place and do the right things and align yourself with the right people. But I'll tell you what, if nothing else, if I have nothing else in the world, I'm okay if I just have them.
That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So guarding your family, protecting them, making sure that they don't have to necessarily be in the forefront of some of the things that you are choosing to be a part of. And that is such as life, in my opinion, as we're talking about how different people balance different aspects of their lives. With GINA Hicks being a public figure, she's actually chosen to say, hey, I'm going to keep my family in the back burner, in the background, not letting people be a part of their inner workings. And I admire that. So thank you for sharing that with us. Any other advice or tips or anything that you would share with us today, just for people that are with you in particular? I really want to hear more about you, because you went to get your education.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been a part of law enforcement. You almost kind of gave up hope a little bit when it sounded like you were getting ousted in a situation.
Yes, let's just go. I feel like, and I'm going to say it again, but God. I'm going to say it again, but God, because this was never the intent. This was never the intent. I would have never figured anywhere in my lifetime that I would be here. It was what I was called to do. It was my purpose. It was my purpose. So I'm going to say, first and foremost, listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Listen to God and your heart. I am I have a personal relationship. A lot of my friends are very, very religious. Okay. I am not, I won't say I'm religious. I say I have a personal, strong foundation, and God is there in it, and he speaks to me. Listen to your heart. I am emotional. And that drives me sometimes. That drives.
Passionate.
Yes, I am emotional and passionate. My campaign team would tell me all day, if you go out there and cry one more time. But I cannot.
That's a good thing, isn't it?
Yes. And I keep telling them that it's not as if I cannot help it sometimes. It gets me right there. Be who you are. Be who you are. Let God follow you. Let God lead you. Let God lead you and follow. I don't think that I've ever heard God speak to me as much as he has in this journey. And so the only thing I could say is, but God. It was never my intent to be anyone's public, figure, anyone's, but I do realize the role that I'm in now to our little girls that may aspire to do this one day. I do realize the footsteps that I follow in. I do realize one of the things that I say all the time is, Rosa didn't sit on that bus so you didn't follow in making sure
That's right.
that you get what is rightfully yours if you do the right thing to get it. So I realize that I'm following in some very big shoes. I
Mhm.
hope to serve well. I hope to serve well. I am going to tirelessly and effortlessly bring safety at the forefront of not only the sheriff's office, but the community and our children. Our children are dying in the street every single day, and it eats me to my core. And I don't know what or who I can align myself with, but we have got to do something besides talk about it. We
That's
have
right.
got to do something besides talk about it. So I'm here, and I'm an open book, and my heart is here to serve. I need all the help I can get to do
Uh,
it.
Speaking
You
of
know?
help, you actually have quite a bit of help, right? So
Yes,
you have a fantastic team that's helping you, even though we see your head above the iceberg. We know that beneath there are so many layers that's
yes.
pushing you up for you to shine. So right after this commercial break, Gina, I would love for you to talk to us about your team and the staff and the long hours and the things that they have going on that sometimes they are not able to balance their lives necessarily to get to their families sometimes because they're
They're
trying to
gonna
help
kill me.
you.
They're gonna kill me, but I'm gonna tell it.
You're gonna tell it. You're gonna tell
I'm
it
gonna
right
tell it.
after.
I'm gonna tell it.
Look, y'all, don't be calling me, Valerie, and all y'all that's working with Gina. Don't be calling me
I'm
because I'm
gonna
gonna
tell
tell
it.
you. I didn't coerce her. I just gave her the platform. Okay, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
When someone has lost a loved one, they want to know what exactly happened. They want to know, is the other person going to be held responsible? And they want closure. At Hunter and Everett, we help clients that have lost a loved one move on and to do that with dignity and respect that they deserve.
All right, everyone. So go ahead and spill the beans on the team.
Well, I have to say this, with the exception of one male, my entire team is female. My entire team is female. My entire team are mothers. My entire team, some of my team members are grandmothers. Okay. And I will say this. Oh Lord, I don't want to start crying again.
Oh, no, it's okay. From one soft heart to another, I'll cry right with you. So carry on, sweetie.
They effortlessly put up with all of the things that is this campaign, and Gina and all of her emotional needs and overwhelming days and everything else. And they push me and they pray for me when I'm weak, and you know, I can't thank them enough for getting up every day and motivating me on days where I'm not motivated. They motivate me on days where I'm not motivated. There are days, Kim, when I said, I cannot do this. I'm gonna bow out, okay? And my team, they think I don't know it, but they rally around each other and they say, hey, call her, she's feeling this way today, so on and so forth. And they rally around me and they tell me, no, you will not quit. Um, Heavy is the burden that God gives all of his servants. Okay. And they push me and catapult me every day. Yesterday was one of those days. And my team, they knew I was having a hard day. They gave me my day and we're back today. They talked to each other. Well, she's in one of those things today. Well, just send her this and tell her she has to be here tomorrow. So my team is a small but purpose driven, God driven team that makes me understand the role that I'm playing right now, even when I don't understand it. Because I struggle with some things, some roles that I'm being put into that, you know, I'm just going to be honest with you. I've been Black for 53 years. Don't let me surprise anybody. Don't let me surprise anybody.
No, Gina, you're
Yeah,
not Black.
yeah. Don't. Sometimes I struggle with the Black against Black thing that we're doing here. You know what I mean? I struggle with the first African American female role and trying to do the right thing, and that being the narrative. I struggle with a couple of teams, but my team keeps me so grounded. Well, the one male that is on my team, when I say, well, hey, I don't think that, being the first African American female is what I want to focus on, even though I know the importance of it. You know what I mean? He puts me in place. Hey, listen, it's a lot of African American young females looking at you that want to be in your place, and you need to recognize that and fulfill your role as a leader. So they keep me grounded. On days where I'm hesitant about things, and I just love them. I eat them up. I love my team.
That
And
is incredible.
I really, I care about winning, but I care about them more than any win that I can get.
Oh, I am so excited that we discussed that, because you have a special group of people that have your back, your side, your front. They got you, and that's a
I know
beautiful thing.
some days I don't think it, but I know it.
But you know what? That's great advice that they're sharing, because whenever I saw that you were an African American female, and I don't even know you personally at all, but when I
Right.
found that out, and thank you so much, Karen, for making this happen. I do not take it for granted. And keep any guests, if they're wonderful like Gina Hicks coming, you can go ahead and book all kind of guests on the show. But listen,
Thank you.
when I found out that it was you, and I started researching about you, it inspired me. I'm 51 years old, and
Yes,
I
ma'am.
was like, do I say African? And the first Black female, me and my team, we have a team as well, and we were
Right.
like, do we say first female, first African American female? But the point is, it's the first female anyway. Black
That's
or
it.
white, doesn't matter here in the Mecklenburg County area.
Right. And it's all of it. It's all of that. So I accept it. I accept it. There was a time when I struggled with it. Now I'm honored. Now I am totally honored.
Honor.
Honored. Rosa sat on that bus for me. And so I'm honored to fill a seat for somebody else. If
Wow.
one little girl says, I want to do that because she did it, I have served my purpose.
So please make sure, parents that are watching, that your little girls, Black or white, see that a female has the possibility of becoming a sheriff in the Mecklenburg County area of Charlotte, North Carolina. I would like for you to also, if you can, share any tips with people on how to just be able to be safe when they're interacting with police officers and interacting with law enforcement as a whole, because sometimes people will run into situations, and I don't want to turn this whole interview into something other than
No, we got to go there.
just
We have to have
safety tips.
No, we have to have these conversations. So I thank you for it. We have to have these conversations. We're at a time right now where people are scared of law enforcement, very scared of law enforcement, and rightfully so with the things that you see. Rightfully so with some of the things that you see. What I can tell you is, first and foremost, be law-abiding so you don't have to worry about things like that. Be law-abiding so you don't have to worry about things like that. Educate your children on how to interact with law enforcement. Okay. Yesterday, ironically, you asked me that question. Yesterday, I was talking to a lady out in the pole, and I did not know this. There is a thing, if you have children that are driving age, there is a thing called safety pouch. Safety pouch. You can buy it on Amazon. A little 15-year-old came up with it. Okay.
Safety pouch.
Safety pouch.
Okay.
The children are teaching us. The children are teaching us because a little 15-year-old came up with it. When you come in contact with law enforcement, if you're driving, this pouch holds everything you need at your window, so you don't have to make those sudden moves that might be perceived as dangerous. And you can put all your information in there so the law enforcement officer can get it readily at their look it up. It's readily at their fingertips.
Yes, it's on. He invented it. NOLA.com or something.
Yes. A
Okay,
15-year-old kid. A 15-year-old kid invented it. Okay.
Well, here I'm going to show that. Let me show it right quick. Even though no, they're not sponsors of the show or anything today, but I think this is definitely worth sharing for all of you parents. Thank you, Gina, for bringing this.
No problem at all. No, I saw it and I was in awe.
Look at this. I'm getting this right now for my sons. Okay, this is a student's orange safety pouch invention.
Yes.
Aims to make traffic stops easier, less dangerous. And it's a pouch that's right there on his window. The safety pouch. Imagine if you're stopped by a police officer while driving, you roll down your window, the officer asks to see your driver's license, blah, blah, blah. For some drivers, okay, so you can read the article yourself. I'm not going to spend our whole interview on it, but this young man, who is David Price, invented the safety pouch while a freshman at Loyola University. Wow. Okay. I'm going to put that in the links.
Yes.
So
And
carry on with what you were saying, Gina. This is great.
yes, recognize that although the relationship between law enforcement and the community now is pretentious, law enforcement are people too. Law enforcement are people too. Can interact with some of them. Interact with some of them. Teach your children to interact with some of them. Don't be afraid to interact. And I will say this: we need to do better as professionals in interacting with the community, so they're not afraid.
So as we're talking right now, we're talking with Gina Hicks, who is running for Mecklenburg County Sheriff in Charlotte, North Carolina. What we're going to do is take this quick commercial break. She has a lot going on today because she's actually at the polls. It's early voting taking place. Let me put the information up again so you'll know that Gina Hicks is running for Mecklenburg County Sheriff in Charlotte, North Carolina. You can also learn more at Gina Hicks 4, the number 4, at mecksheriff.com, and you'll be able to learn a lot about who she is. You can hear the passion that's surrounding what she brings to the table. You can have your own choice as to whether you vote for her or not. We're just providing an opportunity for you to meet this particular individual, and she is obviously phenomenal. As I would say of any of our guests that come here on the show, and they're great, I'm gonna definitely toot their horn, and I toot this mama's horn. She has passion, excitement, and vigor about what it is that she brings to the world, and starting in Mecklenburg County, Charlotte, North Carolina area. So we're going to take a commercial break, and then we're going to come right back.
Nothing says I love you more than final expense insurance whole life protection. With funeral advocacy nationwide, saving you and your family 30 to 80% off funerals and cremations. Nothing says I love you more than Get Insured Solutions, LLC. GetInsured.Solutions, 704-499-3616.
All right, and we're going to take one more commercial break, and then we will be back with Gina. I see her popping into the backstage, but we're going to go ahead and take this commercial.
Lamb Funeral Home has been serving the Cabarrus County in North Carolina and surrounding communities for more than 9 years. Our staff of funeral directors are dedicated to providing the very highest quality of service and continue to be well respected throughout the communities we serve. Our professionals are caring, experienced professionals who understand that each family is unique and has personal requests and traditions. These requests and traditions are the utmost importance to our staff of licensed funeral directors. From the initial care to aftercare, you can entrust your loved one and arrangements to Lamb Funeral Home.
We are back, and we are talking with Gina. I know you have a lot going on over there, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do just something else until you pop in.
I am sorry. I am so
girl,
sorry.
we are so honored to have you on today. So what's the overall thing that you want everyone that's watching today to know as you prepare to go on with the rest of your day at the polls?
If I could tell anyone anything, my heart. I have a heart to serve. I have a heart to serve. Yes, I do wear a uniform, but I am a human just like everyone else, not without imperfections. I am a mother. I am a grandmother. And guess what? I'm just Gina. It doesn't make me, I am just Gina. And it doesn't make me any different than you because I wear a uniform. It doesn't make me any different than someone that's in the Justice Serve Center and things of that. We are all human, and we should all be treated with dignity and respect. And in order to serve, you have to understand that first. So whatever you do, whatever your career is, do it with dignity, do it with respect, do it with kindness, and just serve from your heart. Serve from your heart. work on our communities, reach out to some people that can help you work on our communities, because none of us can do it by ourselves. But together, we can be powerful.
Anything. And in another thing that came to my mind, that's why I grabbed my wallet, was this blue card that I remember getting from one of the town hall meetings that we got from the CMPD, Charlotte Mecklenburg Police, and it talks about your care, citizens accountability, rights, and education, and what we can do to keep things and situations safe when we're dealing with law enforcement. And I think this is a valuable tool. So I can't wait to find out, who's going to be in office and what you're going to be bringing to make some additional changes to our law enforcement and community being able to synergistically work together.
Yes, ma'am. I think collaboration between all the law enforcement agencies leads to safety in all of our communities. So we do have to collaborate. We do have to have some inclusion from some community resources. So part of my platforms are specifically that: public safety first, collaboration, and inclusion. I'm hoping to make some changes.
Say that again. Public safety first.
Public safety first. Okay. Collaboration for public safety, and then inclusion for public safety. If we can put it where it is, a sheriff's office is a law enforcement agency. Public safety is our duties, but we cannot do it by ourselves alone. We have to collaborate with those in the surrounding law enforcement agencies and community resources. If I can be honest, a lot of what we have going on in our communities in terms of our crime are because of the social issues going on in our communities: substance use, behavioral health problems that lead to crime. So we have to be able to collaborate with the experts on substance use in order to be able to combat substance use, in order to be able to combat the crime that goes along with substance use. So it's not a one-stop shop, okay, where you can get a fix for anything in any arena. We have to be able to collaborate with community resources for public safety. But we also have to include the community in those discussions, because you know what's going on in your community. I don't until I get a call. So I have to include our surrounding communities in the conversation as to what's going on in the community, and collaborate with the resources we need to combat the social issues in our community, and then also collaborate with surrounding law enforcement officers so that we can keep our communities safe. If we can do that, I believe we'll have safer communities.
Yeah. This is awesome. What do you do for fun? Because this is a show about how you balance in your life. So I didn't put you in your whole interview mode. I definitely want to know, like, give me maybe a favorite food. What do you do as a hobby? What's some stuff that Gina does when she's just like, whoosha?
All food is my favorite food. All food. I am a little fat girl at heart. Yes, but I love to travel. 3-4 times a year. I live in a place called Jamaica. Okay.
I want to go to Jamaica. I've never. Okay. So now, not like it's a quid pro quo or anything like that. So I'm not saying it for that reason. But usually when you go to an island, you want to go with either somebody that's been there and knows the lay of the land, or at least can recommend.
It's my second home. Let's go. Anytime you're ready. It's my second home. Let's go. It's not expensive. The weather is beautiful. The food is delicious. I have family over there that can get us around. If you can swim, because I can't even float. If you can swim, you got the bluest of waters. You got the bluest of waters and things of the like. If you like nightlife, plenty of it. Very, very nice people. I love to travel. That just happens to be my favorite place to go. But let's go.
All right. You know what? You just said a word. I have my passport. I'm ready.
Call me and I'm meeting you at the airport.
And who knows? It might just be a celebratory trip, right? You might just be like, I'm taking a trip. I'm now going to just relish in my winnings and go and celebrate with my team in Jamaica.
Yes, ma'am. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Stacy said, y'all, please let me know when y'all going for real. That's probably how that person said it. Stacy, let me know when y'all going. Okay.
Tell Stacy, come on, dude. We can make it a girls trip.
We can make it a whole girls trip. Let me just make sure I go to any of your final comments that came in. Love it. Love it. Ernetta Caldwell said, that's me. I'm a water bag. I cry like crazy. She can cry. She just cry. But she actually has a big event coming up this weekend. Ernetta, put the comments in the comment section, your event. She has a red carpet event that's taking place on April 30th. She's an actress and she is officially going to be in a movie, and it's hopelessly romantic or something. And it's a red carpet event that's going to be in Charlotte at the Arsley Grand Theaters on April 30th. So y'all make sure that you come and check out Ernetta Caldwell, her performance in the movie and her red carpet event.
Put it in the chat. Put it in the
chat, Ernetta, so I can put it up. Athena says, yes, trust God and trust the process that God gives you, and listen to your heart to make sure you are following God.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I received that.
Love me some Hicks.
Tell her thank her. Thank her so much.
Dion said, Hicks for sheriff. Hicks for sheriff. Okay, this is awesome. You have people just celebrating you on here. So you all can keep your wishing you the best. Tanya Anderson has a prayer journal book that is life-changing. She said, wishing you the best in all of your endeavors.
Tell her thank her so much.
My mom said, but God. But God,
all day, every day, but God.
And I'm sure these are the kind of comments that Gina Hicks wants a lot of y'all to be saying in the Charlotte, Mecklenburg County area. Yes, we are voting.
Thank you so much. Let's get her done. Let's get her done. Leave me, Miss Kim, if you can leave me some names and contact information. I need good warriors on my team, prayer warriors, people willing to go out into the community so that we can make a change in these communities. I love small business owners. If you have a small business owner, I love advocating for them and have a team of people that can I do a shout out to somebody?
Girl,
can I do
go
a shout
ahead.
out?
Listen, right now, you're not Gina Hicks, the Mecklenburg County Sheriff person. You're Gina Hicks, just on here on a show, on a good old country show. And you just whoa now.
Okay. Women in Power. Women in Power. They have groups all over Mecklenburg County. They have Women in Power Valentine, Women in Power Steel Creek, Women in Power. These women get together, small business owners, and I'm a waterworks. They touch my soul. They touch my soul. And it's so much talent in Mecklenburg County. Women, we just say, hey, listen, fellas, y'all gonna have to take a stand back today. It's so much female talent here in Mecklenburg County. So many entrepreneurs here in Mecklenburg County. So much culture in Mecklenburg County, and we need to lift these women up. So if I can give a shout out to Women in Power.
Women in Power.
Women in Power. You can look them up on Facebook. They make some beautiful jewelry. They have some of everything going on. One girl is she cleans up the crime scenes after the dead bodies and stuff. Okay, and that's her business. That's her business. So we have women out here doing all kinds of things in Mecklenburg County. So if you're out there and you want to start a business, and they give information on how to start a business in the right way, Women in Power is that group.
Women in Power. Make sure you all check that organization out. Gina Hicks is recommending it strongly. And so we want to give a shout out to Women in Power today. And make sure you all check it out and say that Gina Hicks referred you to the program. I see you, Katrina Womack. You said that is awesome. And by the way, the food that you provided last evening for the eWomen Network event, I'm the new managing director of eWomen Network here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And she provided the food and did a magnificent job. What's her name? Her name is Katrina Womack. She has Hispanic food and cuisine, and I'm telling you, the stuff that she provided the spread was just absolutely delicious.
I'm a foodie. I'm a little fat girl. I may be reaching out.
Nothing. You look good, lady. All right, everybody, listen. We have had a ball talking with Gina Hicks. Make sure you all go to the polls and cast your vote. And if that's the person you want to vote for, Make sure that you don't miss this opportunity. She is here, ready to take on the world, ready to take on Mecklenburg County and Charlotte and surrounding areas and making a huge difference. GINA Hicks running for Mecklenburg County Sheriff in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. To find out more about her, go to GINA Hicks, the number 4, at mecksheriff.com. What's your closing comment, Gina?
It's GINA Hicks 4, mecksheriff.com. You can take out the @ sign. All you need to do is take out the @ sign. Take out.
Let's get that out of there. Okay.
Take out the @ sign, and we're fine.
Let's get this right. Let's get this right. It's GINA Hicks, the number 4, mecksheriff.com.
Yes, get out the
Hicks. Let me put that up in a link again too, because I'm gonna have to make sure I give you the actual link. Then that way you don't even have to do any of that. GINA Hicks, the number 4, mecksheriff. Here it is right here. So we're gonna put this in here, and then you will have that formal link. And I'm also going to take you there for a second too. You might as well now, and already did all of this. Let me. I'm gonna take you. I'm a visual person, so I like showing stuff. Let's see. I'll put you right over here and let you see this. Yes, right here. And I'm gonna remove. Let me remove this. Let me remove the banner thing. I'm gonna put this down for 1 second, and here you go. Let's put this up. There you go. It's GINA Hicks for mecksheriff.com, and you'll learn everything you need to know about this leader who says a new leader for a better future. And that's what she is touting, and proud of it after over 29 years of service. Look at those dimples. And she's excited about serving this community. Her core values were every encounter, every day, and she goes into what her core values are. Her mission is, I believe everyone has a story to tell, and every story deserves to be heard.
Every story.
Yes. So hers is to engage, educate, empower, and encourage all of the communities by facilitating conversations, no matter how difficult, so that we can build strong, healthy relationships and communities. Wow. Thank you for gracing us with your presence today.
Thank you all for having me. Sorry for all the waterworks. I can't help it. That's who I am. But thank y'all for having me so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do your ancestors a service. Get out and vote.
Absolutely. And somebody said, when is voting? Somebody wanted to know, when is voting? If
you
possible,
can vote today.
Do an event for her once we are open. Yes, I'm sure she would welcome. Oh, I can't speak on your behalf. Go ahead. What am I talking?
Yes, ma'am. I like to eat. I said that. I like to eat. If that's the person that cooks, yes, I will be there with bells on. Early voting started yesterday, so you can get out and vote today. The primary is May 17th, so you have until May 17th to vote, okay? The earlier you get out, the better it is for you. Not all those people are out there at the last minute, but if you don't do anything else, even if it's at the last minute, please, please exercise your right to vote and educate yourself about the people that are going to serve you so they can serve you well. And after you vote for them, even me, hold me accountable. If I'm not right, let me know. I can't make a change if you don't let me know I'm not doing something right. And I can't do everything, but I will try to serve as best tirelessly, effortlessly as I can.
Thank you so much for answering that. She has a taco shop that's opening in July, and it's on Freedom and Thrift Road. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Tell her do a friend request on Facebook so I can keep up with her.
Yes, and she is a force to be reckoned with and does a fantastic job cooking. So I'll make sure the two of you get connected. You don't have to worry about that. I'll make sure.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much,
Carrie Ann. She helps with overcoming single parent obstacles. And when you're looking for someone in the future that helps with helping adolescents speak out, she's going to be the woman, Carrie Ann Hilliard.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All right, everybody. That's today's episode. Gina, you go ahead and pop off. I'm going to close the show out with one more thing that I need to do, but I want you to go on with your day. And I'll talk to you later. You have a fantastic day.
Thank you. God bless.
God bless you. God bless you. So listen, everybody, as we're preparing to close out, I do want to take a moment. One of my Freestyle Friday experts, which is Ernetta Caldwell, she had sent in a video clip, and I know with her having her event coming up tomorrow, I don't want to wait until next Friday and play it because then it might be dated. So let me just go ahead and play this real quick so that you get a chance to hear what she's going to be sharing as our Freestyle Friday expert. And then we will formally close out today's episode. What a fantastic guest GINA Hicks is, and I'm really grateful. So we're going to hear from Ernetta Caldwell. She's at the polls, GINA Hicks. That's why I wanted to let her go to make sure that. Okay, here we go. Here's the video from Ernetta Caldwell.
And I am an author, speaker, coach, as well as the founder of For Ashes Transformations, where I teach women to implement self-love, healing, and transformations. Well, I'm here to encourage you all because we are now in the second quarter of this year. Can you believe it? It is springtime already. And so when I think of springtime, I think of a season where things are starting to rebirth, refresh, rejuvenate. And I wanted to encourage all of you because some of you had started off strong in this new year. You had wrote your goals down. You had great momentum, but somewhere along the way, you lost your motivation. And I wanted to let you know that it is okay in this second quarter to reset yourself.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to just sit back, reset yourself, and reevaluate where you are going. You see, God has a purpose and a plan for your life, and there's so many goals and dreams that you have within.
Yes.
But somewhere because you lost that momentum, you feel stuck and you're afraid to move forward. You thinking now maybe I won't get there or I can't do it. But I want to encourage you to let you know that you can and let you know that you will. It is already done. So I want to give you 3 tips to let you know keep going in this season. Number 1 is you have to know that you are worthy. You are worthy. Whatever it is you set out to do, you are worthy of that success. You are worthy of that dream. You are worthy of that goal. You just have to keep going and pushing yourself and believing in you. In this season, it may cause you to really increase your faith because faith is going to take you to that next level. Faith is going to help you when you don't feel like you can do something or you don't feel like it's impossible. Your faith is going to say, yes, you can. You will do it. And trusting and believing in God, because if He's going to bring you to it, He's going to bring you through it. Number 2, it's all about you being kinder to yourself, showing yourself grace. See, a lot of times we don't stop to give ourselves the celebration that we need to for the accomplishments and the things that we have already done. You see, we can look at the last 3 months, 4 months and say, well, I didn't do this. I missed the mark on that. But yet you never celebrate the celebrations of the little things that you have done. So this is what it's about. Celebrate the little things and be kinder to yourself. Show yourself that compassion and show yourself that love. And number 3, it's all about you using your positive affirmations every day. I am successful. I am loved. I am valued. I am a game changer. I'm changing the world. Whatever it is that you want to do it. Affirm yourself every day to believe in yourself. But the key is keep going. Don't lose sight of you. You have to believe in you. You have to believe in your goals. And you have to, number 1, believe in the purpose and the plan that God has created you for. So I hope this encouraged you today. I hope that you take away something and say, you know what? I was feeling down. I was feeling stuck. I lost my momentum. Now it's time to get up, keep going, reset, and reevaluate your goals, your dreams. But the key is keep going. You got this. I believe in you. Well, my name is Ernetta Caldwell, and thank you so much. You all be blessed and know that I am praying for your success. I love you.
All right, everyone. So Ernetta Caldwell has an event. It's a Hopeless Romantic red carpet event that's happening on April 30th at the Arsley Grand Theaters in Charlotte, North Carolina. You can learn more by reaching out to her on social media, but make sure that you attend the event. If you are able to be in attendance, please make sure you do so. We really encourage you to be a part of it. All right, everyone, that's today's episode. I'll see you all again all next week with a full new lineup of fantastic guests that are going to just, again, blow your minds. So make sure you tune in Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also keep in mind that we do encourage you all to support the broadcast. You've seen it scrolling throughout the entire time at the bottom, but feel free to pour into this program so that we can continue to provide programming Monday through Friday, original content, and bringing balance to the world one household at a time. All right, everybody, on that note, go vote. Vote for the candidate that you think will best represent you. GINA Hicks came on today and blew it out the water. So hopefully if you think that she's going to be your best representation, I'm so proud of her being an African-American female leading this charge. So I wish all of you nothing but the best and a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. God bless you, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. I'm Kim Jacobs, host of The Kim Jacobs Show, where we're bringing balance to the world one household at a time. Listen, we go live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I bring guests on that talk about their backstories, things that they've had to overcome to become who they are today. Many of them are balancing and juggling life, and they've become experts in different fields. So they're sharing tips with you to make your life just a little bit easier. Many times as a guest in the studio audience, you'll get a chance to walk away with a missing piece of the puzzle that might be missing in your life. Let's go on this journey together, and I look forward to seeing you Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on The Kim Jacobs Show.